I'm back. Today, I'm gonna be going through everything I got while I was at Bedford Street Antiques. First up, this super weird hook and eye cat that was $7. I kind of felt like it was worth more than $7, even though these are things that I normally don't buy and sell. Honestly, mostly just because I don't find them. But especially it being a cat and it being having obvious age to it, I decided to pick it up. I was surprised to see that the average one was around $24, $25 and sold. Most of the time I see these in like larger frames or on pillows, not the actual just animal or figure alone. So I was pretty excited about that because this is obviously much easier to ship. So I'm pretty pumped about this one, especially because it's got such weird eyes. Now, I did say I was going to pick up all the Valentine's Day handkerchiefs I found under a certain price. These two were really nice, and they were only $3 each. The problem is that the way that they were displayed, they were kind of crinkly. So this one was $3. It definitely had like a little discoloration on it, barely anything. I couldn't resist that little heart, especially with the kind of like metal decals in it. Super sweet. It was only $3, but since it's not kind of like perfectly pressed already, I'm only gonna sell it for maybe like $8 or $9 just to move it along quickly, because when I got it home and I tried to photograph it, I was like, oof, this really doesn't transfer well. But this one is a little bit better. Like I said, they were just kind of poorly displayed. It was only $3 though, so I usually sell this one quickly for $15. So I think even at like 10 or 11, it will go quickly. I love a good vintage purse, especially something that's this unique. I love the gold coins on it, and the strap is that fun chain. It's even got the little rhinestones in the latch. I only paid $9 for it. It's super fun on the inside too. It was just unique, and it's vintage and it's beaded, hand beaded. So I felt like it was a pretty safe bet. I've seen ones like it before, but definitely not as complete or as in this good condition as this one. Next up, this little planter was only $5. It's by Fine A Japan. Now, I had seen ones in this series like a long time ago, and I honestly don't remember how much they went for or where I found them or what they were called. Maybe Southern Belle. I could have made that up. But she's in pretty good condition, except she's missing her rhinestone on her bag. She was only $5. I settled on $30. I felt like that was fair, especially because she's not the easiest to find. And she does have some crazing. I don't see any hairlines or anything though. But I just thought she was super sweet and unique, and I love that she still got her foil sticker. Speaking of salt and pepper shakers, the next one I got was this set. It was $9. Now, what I didn't realize when I got it was it's got a nick and somebody recolored here on the watermelon. I just thought it was a super fun set. I was a little nervous about buying it because eBay and Etsy and like especially even Etsy flags all this stuff, and I don't want to get political, but I think that this is just like a really fun vintage salt and pepper shaker set and nothing more. Just think it's really just cute. I love her expression. I love the fact that she's got the watermelon. I don't know if this video is going to get me in trouble at some point. Now, do I think maybe I should have left them behind after I'm starting to talk about it now? Yeah, sure, maybe. But I think it's a super fun set. I'm not going to sell it for much because I do want to move them. I don't want to be stuck with them. I don't want any weird commentary. Now, this dog has a mind of its own. It does have a little bit of damage on its neck there. I didn't realize it worked when I bought it. It kind of just like started randomly working, which is a little strange. I paid $9 for it. Look at its eyes. Yeah. Very strange. But I couldn't resist. I love it. I'm gonna price it around $35. I have to take a better look again now that I can tell it works, because at first I just thought it was just I feel like working wind-up toys sell for decent amounts, but it does have the damage at the neck, but barely. The fact that it still moves too, it's kind of creepy, but it's also pretty neat. I also got this fun little rubber-faced bear. I only paid $9 for it. It was super unique. I couldn't resist. I love anything with a little rubber face, especially for under $10. Now, this is not going to sell for top dollar, but since it is so unique, I definitely am not going to give it away. I love its eyes, too. It's very different. Next up, I picked these up. I was surprised to see they were made in Japan. They looked like they might have been more Taiwan than I thought. It was the pair for $3, and I love the fact that they've got that mid-century starburst atomic pattern on them, so I scooped those up. And they're not salt and pepper shakers. They are just figurines. Really interesting find here. It is made in Japan, this doll, and it is the very strange material. I want to say it's like composition. It almost is like wood though. It's in bizarrely good condition, and especially the fact that it's got its glass eyes. I only paid $6 for it. Now I'm gonna try and not botch the name. It's an Ichimatsu, Ichimatsu, Japanese doll. It's really hard to find them in this good condition, in this size especially. I usually do see the male version of this one, not the female. And again, when I do, they're usually pretty beat up because this material, like I said, I mean, it's kind of amazing that it's lasted as long as it has. I mean, look at her face. There's not a single mark on it. These usually sell between $40 and I want to say $70 some dollars. So I feel like dolls haven't been that hot recently. I was originally going to sell her for less, but then when I started looking at more comps and the condition and stuff, I was like, so I think I'm more in like the $60 range now, but I'm a little bit nervous that maybe because she's so hard to find in such good condition, I'll do all right. But I just feel like dolls have been kind of slow recently. Here's another steal. This convex glass taxidermy butterfly display was only $6. These sell for pretty good money. Honestly, the average price was about $40. $45 on eBay, and they only had like a couple of them. The one that has this many I didn't really find, especially because it's got that rare iridescent blue one in it. I only paid $6 for it. I priced it more like $60. Of course, that includes my US shipping, which for something like this would be anywhere from $9 to $14. But again, it's really hard to find these at a reasonable price at all, and I felt like $60 with free shipping is pretty fair still, considering to what I've seen other people list them at. So this one's seen better days, kind of. I've seen them go for upwards of $80, $90 even. I feel like 70 is probably the average, 75. This one I only paid $10 for, but it's kind of rough. It's not only missing one of its pom-poms on its feet, but most importantly, it's missing its bunny ears. So it is made in Japan. The rabbit knee huggers are pretty hard to find. But at $10, I know I could still make profit, especially because it's such a hard item to find that I feel like somebody could get creative and repurpose this. Now it's time for probably the best thing I've found all day. I paid $25 for these guys, or these gals, I should say. Yes, they are the Holt Howard Tilso Lady Head Salt and Pepper Shakers. They're not the head vase. I'm sure we've all seen the prices recently on the head vases, especially the Christmas one. They're going upwards of almost $400, which is insane, but true. Now, these obviously have a few little condition issues. They're missing part of their earrings and have a tiny bit of red paint loss, as they usually do. However, they're in pretty decent condition considering. Now, here's the thing. I paid $25 for them. A couple people have sold them recently. Buy it now, $90 on eBay. I'm guessing they didn't last more than a couple seconds. There's a single shaker right now on eBay where the bids are up to $78 already, and there's still like 5 days left. So I don't want to put these on eBay, honestly. I've had a couple bad eBay experiences recently, and I'm just kind of turned off. Plus, the fees are really high, so I would rather keep them on my Etsy. However, I don't want to rip myself off too bad, and I don't want to get overzealous. However, these are really hard to find and the prices are going up. So I was originally thinking about like $150, honestly, for the set. I'm still kind of going to do some research, and I might actually hold off on them and see what the bid lands on the single shaker, just to see like what, because there's none that have gone actual auction style. It's all been buy it now. So I think I am going to hold off and wait, just because I don't want to like just make up a price for them. Who knows, maybe I'll change my mind by the time this posts, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Either way, at $25, I freaked out when I found these. And people message me asking me if I have this style all the time. I'm like, trust me, if I had it, it would be on my Etsy. Now, the last thing I bought while I was there were 3 bags of vintage Valentine's Day cards. This one alone will sell for more than $12. It's insane, the little nymph. Now, it was $12 for all the bags. It's been not this Valentine's Day, but the Valentine's Day before, since I kind of spruced up my Valentine's Day card section, which is honestly a good source of income for me. I do sell them year round. However, it is the most taxing thing I do, listing wise. It takes a lot of time and a lot of concentration. It's going to take me a while to go through these, and I'm thinking that I might actually just, I have other ones that I haven't listed yet. I think I might actually just like shut down my Valentine's Day card section for a little coming up, and redo it. Now I'm second guessing what I'm doing, because I realize now that my Valentine's Day card section is going to be shut off at the end of May for a couple months, just like a month or two. I'll explain more about that later, but I do normally sell these year round. It just takes a lot of time and energy to go through it, but it is pretty lucrative, so I should probably get it together. I'm still kind of just like getting over whatever I had and getting settled in here. I know you guys were really sweet in your comments and supporting me and being like, hey, take it easy. You just had all these major life changes and it's been less than 2 months. Well, it's been about 2 months. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Thank you. So I'm trying to calm down and just take it easy. At least this week. I don't know where I was going with that, but I swear I will eventually get through these, and I will give more updates on my Valentine's Day card section, which is kind of a mess right now. So that's all I got at Bedford Street. I spent $117, which is awesome, especially because those Tilso Lady Head salt and pepper shakers are going to sell for more than that alone. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. And thank you again for all your support.